Hey folks, Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Welcome to the video. Going to be taking a look here at the Australian dollar US dollar currency pair. Want to talk about a high volume node here that occurred specifically at 9:45 a.m. Now we had some economic data released this morning, and that's why I kind of want to bring attention to this, right? We're going to get data throughout the week, various data. The market is going to react to it, variously based upon whatever the number may be, based upon whether it's bearish or bullish. Now, I want to discuss this specifically. I have traditional volume here on my screen, right? You can see that that's printing red, whereas the Hawkeye volume is printing green, and in fact, the paint bar by Hawkeye prints green as well. So this is what I want to dive into a little bit more specifically, where most people, the candle closed lower than it opened, so it should really be a red bar. When the bias inside this candle was actually aggressive buyers, right? Now, I want to show you how this exhibits so much weakness or so much absorption that the market actually continued lower and may very well, from this point through the balance of the session, come and provide some area here of supply based on the wick above that candle and the high of this candle here. All right, you can notice we came back and retested this area once, fell, came back again, started falling. All right, now can we come above this? Possibly. Where do I want to see a close above? Well, I really want to see a close kind of above this high, right? Because there was reason to believe at this point that the buyers were unable to push higher. This here created what? Basically a lower high, okay? And this is strongly identified by this surge in volume. What you're missing is who's actually the aggressor at any given point in time, because that's what moves the market. Now, when you have strong aggressive buying or selling, in this instance we have strong buying, it tells me what? Well, it tells me that the sellers were absorbing those buyers, right? Passive sellers were absorbing those aggressive buyers, and the market continued to fall anyway, right? The buyers gave it everything they had. You could see, if I roll back, this is the highest volume since the Globex session opened right here. The candle closed lower than it opened, right? And the market immediately sold off. So for the time being, until proven otherwise, this area above is what? Supply, right? Every time these buyers reapproach it, the market sells off again. And the only way you'd be able to identify that there's something transpiring here is by having Hawkeye volume actually show you something different than what traditional volume is showing you, in order to recognize that something here is transpiring that you now need to have attention brought to. All right, and that's exactly what we teach at Hawkeye. That's exactly the entire purpose of the indicators that we're going to give you. We want you to understand when, where, and why something is transpiring out of the norm, because that's typically what leads to the next big move. Right? And us as traders, what are we looking for? We're looking for low risk, high probability setups that can return us substantial gains. Right? What's the point of being in this business? That's the exact point. So what I'd like you to do is to click the link below this video. You and I, we're going to get together inside of a training webinar. I want to help you better understand this relationship that transpires between volume and price action, why it's so important to understand who the aggressor is and how that is affecting what price is actually doing. So now you can put together a trade plan or a thesis that gives you the insight that you're missing. Because what you would have seen here was red volume and a red colored candle had you just been using traditional volume, okay? When in reality there was the highest surge of buying aggression, and price failed to push higher, leading price to fall further, and then to continually provide supply in the area, the high of this candle. So join me in that training webinar. I want to get these indicators populating up on your chart. I want to get you access to the Hawkeye Volume Mastery series, where I'm going to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into the theory between how volume and price action interact with one another, so that you can now see in a new light what's happening in the market, when, where, and why. All right, I'll see you in the training webinar, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. God bless and have a beautiful day.